Hey guys, I just had this really cool idea that I could do a 24-hour stream racing the Nurburgring. I don't know why anyone hasn't thought of it yet, but hey, look, I mean, someone's got to do it. So here we go. It's gonna be fun. I'm so good at racing. Don't even worry about it. God, this is gonna... It's actually just gonna be one lap, but because I'm on the Fiat, it's gonna take a whole 24 hours. See, what you're gonna have to really pay attention to is the racing lines. You want to get the best. You want to get the best time that you can. Some people just don't understand that. But you know, it's fine. Do I need to? Jesus Christ! I'm truly the greatest there ever was. There's not much else I can say about that, really. I'm gonna spit out of a Fiat, that's gonna be embarrassing. Don't worry about it, everything's fine. Surely my unbelievable power is overwhelming at times, but you're gonna have to go with the flow. Alright, we're cooking with gas now. We gotta get the slipstream. Some people don't actually know this, but a slipstream of a Volkswagen is unbelievable. Possibly the fastest any vehicle could ever go. Tokyo Drift. Now, this may come as a shock to anyone, but I actually don't have a license. I know, calm down. With driving like this, it's truly, like they should just give it to me without even having to do anything. That's what I keep getting told, but I just think it would be unfair. And you know, being on the road, seeing people that are just so bad in comparison. Okay, I did not have to slow down for that in the slightest. Okay, we'll have to slow down for this. I actually do not know if this music is gonna be a problem for the VOD, but hey, we'll find out soon enough. I don't have a fifth gear, so there's not much I can do about that. Okay, I should probably So what I did there, it might have been a little too fast to understand. That was just to get the slipstream. It looked like I hit him, but I didn't. You don't need to slow down, bro. Oh, picking up some speed. Getting a little crazy with it. I know there's a mirror, but that was actually stick drift. I didn't do that. My unbelievable driving talent is just truly... It's a sight to behold. Some people cry tears of extreme joy when they... witness my power. What if we just don't slow down here? Drift? Surely? There we go. So we didn't get a sub 6. That's unfortunate. I think I was close though. Getting a call from an O2 number? See, F1 are already trying to get me. They're already trying to recruit me. I can't really blame them. Oh wait, I just remembered what this code was. I was gonna say, I thought. See, you might have if you were an untrained individual, you might have think that that was a cock-up, but seriously, you don't understand the full seconds that I just got faster than everyone else on this track. Max Verstappen should really... I mean, I've heard he tried racing me once, but he chickened out at the last minute. You can't really blame him, you know. Spend your time on the arcadic iRacing. You don't want to come to the big leagues. Didn't want to ruin his career. It's understandable, really. You got to feel for the guy. So that, right? That looks like a crash, but no, you don't actually understand the iframes. It makes more sense to hit that, so you don't have to use the brakes. Otherwise, you know, brakes slow you down. That allows you to get full momentum and take that corner at extreme speeds. That just people usually brake because they're too scared to do it. Sometimes it's too fast for them. So this is called the drift. That's supposed to be a drift corner. There was a little sign just before it that said drift, but it was in the shade, so you couldn't really see it. I'm just here to teach, you know, teach us what we're supposed to be doing. I saw someone drive this, I think yesterday, for a little bit. I don't know, it was kind of... I just wanted to show people how it's done, you know. It's atrocious seeing people drive on this track and just get it so completely wrong. But yeah, you know, can't all be me. Which is fair. Should I... Yeah. I knew the answer to that question. I just, like Dora the Explorer, I wanted to ask the audience. Should I have gone down a gear then? Someone did put in the chat, yes, absolutely. Glad you get... I'll gift you a sub. So that some people know what they're doing. You'll have to see it. I was waiting for someone to say, "Yo, Barry, please go down a gear." because this is a learning experience as well. You know, I could, you know, show you all my skills, but I need to ask the audience. I can't just sit here and do it all for you. You don't really learn that way. We need to make sure that there's, you know, some back and forth, so I know you're listening, paying attention. Just okay. There you go. See? Me waffling on then was trying to, you know, trying to get you to actually do what you were supposed to be doing. Audience, what do we think? Good. I'm glad. I'm happy. I'm happy to hear it. We're learning. We're evolving. When it comes to a car as powerful as this, nothing weak, you know, like a McLaren or anything like that. Something truly powerful, truly fearful, something you see on the streets you run in fear, unless I'm behind the wheel, of course, because I'm that good. See, I listened to the audience then, they got it wrong, and I wanted to prove to you that that was the wrong thing to do in that situation. You know. But you see a beast as powerful as this. It's like looking into the eyes of a dragon. And you have to understand how to control something so powerful. Something that has such a beast of an engine, speeds that you couldn't possibly... You know, you have to think fast. Are we going down a gear? Is that... I mean, the audience really want me to go down a gear. You see what happens? I mean, I'll stay here for a little while if that's what you want, but we're going to be stuck. They're going to start catching up. I mean, come on, guys. Exactly. You don't... Come on. You're better than that. Quite frankly, I think, you know, unless we've crashed, we should probably stick 3 minimum. Probably the way to go. So please keep that in mind for the rest of the race. I think we're only like halfway. Yeah, no, it's okay. No, don't cry, it's fine. Don't worry about it, everything's fine. I forgive you all. This is, like I said, it's a learning experience. I mean, we're doing this 24 hours, so... Rest in peace, whoever that was. I understand if you can't really see the floor if I'm going too fast. This is the first of the weird corners. I think that's the technical term for it. Some people call it the sus corner, but that's kind of a millennial thing. We don't talk like that in this. Over in here, you know, where the professionals lie. There's another one of those coming up in a bit, so don't worry. If I see sus in the chat, I'll have to put my foot down. Good job. You got doing well. So when it comes to racing in the Fiat 500, you really have to have extremely quick reflexes. Some people wouldn't understand that. You know, they think, oh, F1's quick. Sure, alright, you have to think on your feet, but there's nothing quite like the wind in your face. I mean, I haven't opened my window, so you don't really feel it, but that's because the G-force can be too strong. I have opened my window before, but it gets lightheaded because you're going way too fast. Coming down here, the racing lines are just truly something that people should take notes of. And yeah, with speeds this fast, it's just, you have to be a different kind of person. Every single little thing matters. And you're doing millions of little decisions in the span of like minutes. And I don't even think that there's a decimal percentage of people on the earth that can physically do it to the extent of some of us. I'm of course a part of that. I mean, clearly, I don't even have to say that. You're seeing You're seeing this right up front. But they tried genetically modifying people, you know, test tubes and all that, to get people to my level. I think they called it like the Alex experiment. They named it, you know, after the grades. You know, just a bunch of little babies in tubes, and they tried injecting. I mean, there was a little bit of an incident, because you know, I'm very charitable. I'm very humble and charitable, and I give a lot of charity away, and I'm just like an amazing, humble human being. And I gave blood, right? Because people need blood. And I used to do it a lot, but when I came out into the world and showed people my unbelievable, incredible talent when it comes to racing, there were actually riots. People with pitchforks, some people had guns, some people had giant spoons. At the blood clinic, trying their best, clawing at people to get my blood, because they wanted to do their variation of the Alex experiment. Because if you didn't know, you have to get my blood, because it only works with my blood, and you know, extract some aspects to it, mainly just all the attractiveness and like charisma, because they didn't want their kids having to be distracted by the millions of people trying to sleep with them. They just wanted them to focus straightly on the racing, so they have to extract all that, so there's just racing in their blood, and they put that into the children. This was the Alex experiment. Before I continue, this is just a straight line here. Sometimes it gets a little too fast for people. Don't worry, it's going to be okay. I'll try and distract you with the story so you don't lose your mind too much. I fully understand if it's too much for you. A lot of people can't even look at it. Like, footage of it became banned online because it was way too much for people. It became a prank. Back in the day, there'd be jump scares of, you know, like Michael Jackson and stuff. This was so strong, they legally had to ban it in, I think 6 countries. But it's fine. Some people died, but it's okay. Sometimes pranks can go a little too far. But as I was saying, there was riots just to go for the blood, to try and make their own Alex experiments at home. It never really worked. You can still see the blood on the black market, you know, a couple trillion, but of course no one actually has that money yet. But I don't know. I know you can't win them all. I was excited, you know, maybe I had some competition, because it gets a little boring when you're this good. Because there's no real point to racing anymore, because no one can. Look how far behind these guys are. Truly pathetic. I've nearly overlapped them, quite frankly. I didn't want to say it. I was a little hesitant. I don't want to make them feel bad, but I mean, they knew what they were in for. Usually, when it comes to racing, the people I do race, I don't know if you ever watched the Hunger Games or read the Hunger Games. How they have the reasoning, and you have to get your name picked out of a hat, and no one wants to do it, but you have to. They have to get us to do it, otherwise there won't be anything. That everyone unfortunately drew the short straw, but it's okay. It's nearly over. It's nearly over for them. They won't have to keep crying anymore. Lap 1 at least. We still got 24 hours next left. But yeah, that's how it's done. I think that was a sub 19 minutes. I mean, usually some people have actually been fired because they're supposed to be timing it, and they didn't even press the button fast enough before the time I'd finished. But you know, I'm gonna end the stream there. I gotta go donate my blood, fight off some people, so I can't really do 24 hours right now. But it's, you know, hopefully you learned something. Of course, you wouldn't really be able to use that much power and strength in your actual day-to-day life, but you can try to do a fraction of it in your own time. Try and get pretty good, but each to their own. Be nice to one another. Stop fighting over my blood. There can only be one of me. You can't really duplicate that. But hey, look, sometimes that's just what it is. It's been a pleasure. See you all on the next track.